Hello, welcome to the Blue Corner. My name is Dennis, and it's time for my March physical media pickups video. And as usual, let's just get straight into it. So, for the second month in a row, I'm including a CD I picked up. I picked up the latest album from Vicious Rain, The Anatomy of Surviving. Yeah, more metal, good album. I just haven't listened all that much to it. The album I picked up last month is still on heavy rotation. So, yeah, I can't get enough of Silosis's new album. So, let's just continue to the Blu-rays. First, from Germany, I picked up No Retreat, No Surrender 2. They have already put out 3, so I have that one. And King of Kickboxers, I have that one. So now I had to get the second one. Better quality than the DVDs, but still not good Blu-ray quality. So yeah, I will be upgrading if somebody else puts it out for show. Also from Germany, out of Focus Media, more PM Entertainment titles. I picked up Recoil, more Gary Daniels. I'll pick up any title from this era with Gary in it. So I actually enjoyed Recoil more than I remembered doing, so that's always a good thing. Final Impact, Lorenzo Lamas, more PM Entertainment. I love my 80s, 90s martial arts movies, and cheesy as most of them are, this one is. I have a blast with them. So, from Denmark, actually, I picked up Boot Hill, more Terence Hill, Bud Spencer for the collection. I love my Bud Spencer Terence Hill movies, the Trinity Brothers. And I'm guessing this apparently is a first time watch for me. I didn't remember this one at all. And sadly, it's not one of the better ones. Zootropolis, Zootopia 2. Again, much like Moana, there's a rights issue with the name apparently in Europe. Did not care too much for the first one. Actually, really enjoyed the second one. So, yeah. Number 61 in the classics line. More Johnny Toe for the collection from America. I was holding off on these because I was hoping Chameleon would be putting them out. They may still do. I don't know. But I picked up 3. And right now, this is probably my least favorite Johnny Toe movie. This is a real slow burn. It's set in one location, pretty much a hospital. Yeah, it's just really slow. More Johnny Toe, Drug War from the same era, and much better than 3. I'm still not a fan of the CGI, blood spatter, stuff like that. There is a few scenes in this where that sometimes it just really takes me out of the movie. But way better than 3. And the last Blu-ray, also from America, Falcon Rising, more Michael J. White for the collection. One of the better ones I picked up in the last few months. So, yeah, there's always that. So, let's just continue to the 4Ks. There's a Swedish site called CD-ON that sells to all the Nordic countries that more or less seems to be getting out of selling physical media on their own and more or less turned into a marketplace for other sellers. And those sellers are not cheap at all, but they do still get a little here and there themselves. And I was just randomly checking the site, and a bunch of 4Ks were on sale. So I got more movies this month than I was planning to. But I did pick up Signs 4K. Good movie. Really enjoyed it. Beverly Hills Cop 2. I already had 1 and 3. So, of course, I got to get the second one too. Sadly, 4 is not out on physical. Damn you, Netflix. 28 years later, first time watch. Not a big fan of the franchise. I like them, but it is what it is. But I actually like this one more than I thought I would, so I will be checking out the sequel. How to Train Your Dragon. Uh, it's the cartoon, more or less. But is that really a bad thing? I like this movie quite a bit, actually. So, yeah, I'm glad I picked this one up. Karate Kid Legends. Better than the previous Karate Kids. I'm not a die-hard Karate Kid fan, so I don't have all the movies. I just, yeah, I like this one. So, I would like that big box set America got. Maybe one day. Lilo and Stitch, again, pretty much the cartoon. Again, not a die-hard fan of the cartoon. I like the movie. I've seen worse Disney live action. Fantastic Four. Uh, I still can't make up my mind if this is the best Fantastic Four. There's still not a really good Fantastic Four movie out there. And I guess it is what it is. Venom, The Last Dance. It had to complete the trilogy, I guess. Okay movie. The first one's still the best one, I guess. Craven the Hunter. Uh, Better than Madam Web, right? Yeah. And last from that sale, there was The Conjuring 4, Last Rites. Again, never been a big fan of these Conjuring movies. My favorite is the second one, and that's the only one that doesn't have a 4K yet, which seems to be changing relatively soon. So, yeah, probably my least favorite of the franchise. So there was another sale on a different site. Buy 4 for a certain amount. I had 3 I really wanted. A fourth one I picked up just to get the 4. Now, the one I just picked up to get the 4 is Smile 2. Again, I did not care too much for the first one. I do like the second one more than the first one. But I do have the first one in the Paramount Scares Volume 1 box set. So I figured, since I like the second one more, I'll just get that one. So the 3 that I actually wanted was A Quiet Place, Day 1. But I've been waiting for this to go on sale for quite some time now. Finally, I was able to get it. I do really enjoy the Quiet Place movies. This is my least favorite of the 3 out so far. I still really enjoy it though. Hellboy. This is apparently a re-release of Hellboy. I don't know how that got past me. I don't remember having seen this one being out on 4K before. So, yeah, now I have it. Now I do gotta get the second one too. Which, strangely enough, I don't know why I don't have either. And the final one, Howard the Duck. Yeah, I like it. It's silly. It's stupid, but I like it. And then finally, in the last or this deck, I did pick up 3 from America that we don't have on 4K here in Denmark. So I picked up The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Really good movie. I really enjoyed this movie. This is, if you like action movies, war movies, stuff like that, check this one out. I had a blast with this one. Now, let's just say A24, and you already have one opinion in mind, I guess. I'm not a diehard A24 fan. They put out some movies that go way over my head. I'll gladly admit that. But I really enjoyed Civil War, and I just felt like I wanted it in the collection. I went to the cinemas to see this, and I was surprised we even got it at the cinemas here in Denmark. So, yeah, I had to get it. And the final one from this stack is Kill, a Hindi action movie on a train, and it starts off. There's a little action here and there. It is a little slow, and then almost 45 minutes into the movie, somebody dies, and you get the title screen. 45 minutes into the movie, and all hell breaks loose, and it's a fun watch. Or violent watch, rather. Depending on how you see it. Highly recommend Kill if you haven't seen it. See if you can. And then the final stack from Kino Lorber, I picked up The Mechanic 4K upgraded classic Bronson from MVD Rewind. Or was it MVD Rewind Collection 4K Laser Vision Collection? I picked up Knockoff. We don't get this out of the UK, so had to go with this one. Yeah, more Van Damme for the collection. From Arrow, the 3 last editions of this video, I picked up Red Sonja. Almost got the Studio Canal edition not too long ago, and then I saw there was coloring issues, so never picked that one up. So glad Arrow finally got to do it. I guess it's a matching set with the Conan movies a little bit, even though they aren't directly connected. I also picked up Salem's Lot, a big box set, a heavy box set. Nice to have it in the collection. And finally, the pickup of the month. If you've seen this one and you don't like it, hand in your Action Junkie card. Now, you're disqualified. You're not approved as an Action Junkie if you don't like Hard Boiled. This is a must for any action fan. To heck with not wanting to read subtitles. Get over yourself. This is the one to watch. One of the best action movies out there. Finally out in a superior quality format and widely available again. The John Woo movies have been rather hard to get for quite some time, and now thanks to Shout, Arrow, Imprint, and some company in France I don't remember the name of, we are getting all these various editions of these movies, and I could not be happier. This was the one I had to get for the collection this month. So I'll gladly trade in all the rest if I can just pick one for this month. It is gonna be Hard Boiled. So yeah, Hard Boiled in the collection. So that's it for my pickups. Let's just go straight into what I've watched and what I haven't watched. So let's just go backwards. Of course, Hard Boiled. I clearly have watched that one. Salem's Lot. I have actually not watched this. I decided to record this video in the daytime light instead of watching this first. So this will be one I'm watching later today. And it is, I forgot it, it's what, 3 hours? So yeah, I don't even remember if I've actually ever seen this one before, so I guess time will tell. Red Sonja, I have watched that one. Knockoff, I have not watched this one because there is a disc replacement program coming real soon for a 4K disc on this one. I don't remember exactly what the issue is, but I decided to hold off until I get the replacement disc. So yeah, The Mechanic, I have watched that one. Kill, I have watched that one. Civil War, I have watched that one. Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, I have watched that one. Howard the Duck, I have watched that one. Hellboy, I have watched that one. Fireplace Day 1, I have watched that one. Smile 2, I have watched that one. Conjuring 4, I have watched that one. Craven, I have watched that one. Venom, I have watched that one. Fantastic Four, I have watched that one. Lilo and Stitch, I have watched that one. Karate Kid Legends, I have watched that one. How to Train Your Dragon, I have watched that one. 28 Years Later, I have watched that one. Beverly Hills Cop 2, I have watched that one. Signs, I have watched that one. Falcon Rising, I have watched that one. Drug War, I have watched that one. 3, I have watched that one. Metropolis 2, I have watched that one. Boot Hill, I have watched that one. Final Impact, I have watched that one. Recoil, I have watched that one. And finally, No Retreat, No Surrender 2, I have watched that one. So that's it. The first month this year where I haven't crossed 100%. I do have 2 titles I haven't watched. Still rather good with how many titles I got towards the end of the month, if you ask me. But that's it. That is my March pickup collection video. And with that, I guess there's only one thing left to say. See you next month. And thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace out.